Yeah.
Yeah, what you need?
Oh, am I live? Yo, what's going on, guys?
Some recap shit.
Yo, I'm live. I think. You guys can see my screen? Hear me? Can you guys see the screen? Hello. Anybody home? Can you hear me? What's going on, boys? What a fun day we had today,
Let's
huh?
go, baby!
What a fun day.
Let's go!
The My Stock Life house was screaming all day. We had a bunch of excellent trades today. Hope you guys all made a lot of money. All right, let's start this up. Don't want to take up too much of your time. You guys probably gonna go celebrate. Don't drink too much. Be safe. Here's SPY, just completely flat. Nothing changed at all. We just stayed completely within the pre-market highs and lows. Closed right in there. Closed higher, closer to the top than the bottom, so that's always good. You got XLF, didn't do a damn thing today either, just completely sideways. You got QQQ, completely sideways. It closed above the pre-market highs, which is kind of bullish on tech. It's another reason I went heavy on the Apple calls. You got CCIV, big ripper today. Anyone that had those calls that we called out last week, or T's or mine, they both ripped. You made a ton of money on these. So CCIV straight up, SPY, XLF, QQQ indexes completely sideways. Tech was the strongest of the three indexes because it closed above the pre-market high. Then you got PDD from yesterday. It gapped down this morning. I wasn't worried at all. We had a 12% day yesterday. So obviously if we have a 12% day yesterday, we need some kind of cool off. What we did today was very, very bullish action, just completely sideways. Ended at the high of the day. Very bullish on PDD. I still think the Chinese stocks are going to rip. Baba had a beautiful daily candle, big hammer candle. You got this NEO. NEO's still set up. Look at this. Broke straight out of this wedge. This is a weekly falling wedge. Broke straight out, and now it's just consolidating after a 4-day up move. NEO looks great. BBIG, look at this reversal. Today was up, down, whatever. But look at it. It came down to the moving average, just touched it, and now it's bouncing off. Let's see if we can get some follow through. And if it keeps going, I see over $4 easily for BBIG. Our calls should pay. And you got BABA. This is the candle I was talking about. Look at this candle right here. That's a beautiful hammer candle. Closed near the high of the day. Everything's good. Yesterday we had this huge gap up, so obviously it's healthy for it to pull back a little bit. This is just healthy consolidation. No real volume today. And it looks great. We got Snow. Snow closed below that 244, which I didn't like that much. But tomorrow, let's see if we can get some follow through and up. Obviously, we had huge moves on this one, so it does need some consolidation as well. Shopify, just a dead stock. Nothing to watch today, just completely sideways for the last 3 days. You got Jumia. I think someone asked for it in the group. This was a beautiful chart before I remember it. I didn't look at it for a while. But look at this. You can just extend this wedge here. And look at, let's just change it up a little bit, just like that. And yeah, so we have the previous resistance, and when it passed through it, it became support. So that's what we're looking for on Jumia. Came back up, and now the big level here right now is this $33 level. So we want Jumia to close above 33. As soon as it closes above 33, then it can run up to 40 straight. After 40, it goes all the way to 52.30. So we want to close on Jumia above 33. That's all I'm waiting for to jump in a position. SE, just boring, nothing doing here, just consolidating after this massive move. Silver still in the channel, nothing to say there. Now Apple, this is where we called it. I was telling Ricky about this Apple this morning. Right at open, I told him it's right on the 200 day. If Apple, look at this. This is what you call an inflection point on Apple. What do I mean by inflection point? There's 2 layers of support here. What do I mean by 2 layers of support? Look at this. Ascending support with every time it comes down here, buyers show up, buyers show up, buyers show up, buyers show up. So we have this trend line as support, and then we have the massive 200-day moving average as support. And if you scroll out on Apple, when was the last time it was under the 200-day? Every time it goes to the 200 day, it bounces there. The last time it was under the 200 day was in 2019. So 2 years ago was the last time it was under there. So right now, Apple just hugging both supports, and they have a conference. It's called the WWDF conference. We looked it up this morning when we were looking around for Apple. And so we have two critical layers of support. We have it all the way consolidated. Everything looks great. Volume is drying up. And we have two supports, and we have a catalyst next week. That's why I went heavy into next week's Apple calls. I was waiting for them all day. Why was I waiting? Because if it crossed underneath the 200 day, this trade wouldn't have been valid anymore. I wouldn't have jumped in this trade if we dumped under the 200 day. So right at the end, we closed. I think we closed up like 20% on those options. It ripped right at the end of the day. So that one's good. And another one I want to talk about right now is Faye. So remember that monthly, everyone's getting bored of Faye. Like it's not moving, it's not moving. It's a 5-year base. It's going to take time to move. It's a very slow mover. And right at the end of the day, actually, if you want to look into it, I just got news that Faye sold a part of their business for $1.6 billion. So they halted Faye right at the end of the day, and we should see a massive gap up open tomorrow, in my opinion. They just made a $1.6 billion in revenue. So go look up the Faye news. If you don't believe me, go check it out. We should open up nicely tomorrow. We still have those contracts that expire tomorrow. Oh no, they expire on Friday. So we still might have a chance on those ones as well. As you guys know, meme stocks were going nuts today. We all made a ton of money in meme stocks. Some people caught this rocket for 200, 300, 400%, 500, just ridiculous gains. Just remember one thing, these meme stocks are not a normal thing. This is not what happens every single day in the stock market. So next time if you have 20, 30, 40% gains, still scale out. Don't wait for these big 500% moves because this is very rare. We sit around in cash waiting for days like this. But when you go back to trading blue chips and solid companies, don't wait for 500%. You're not going to get it usually. Got this NVIDIA running into the split all day. NVIDIA was the strongest stock. Every other big time stock other than the meme stocks, we're all dumping here. NVIDIA just kept going. So everyone's waiting for that split. Everyone's bullish on NVIDIA. Everything looks good on NVIDIA. We're still outside the range. And I expect follow through. Look at this big volume that came in end of day. Someone was buying there. NVIDIA looks great. If you're holding, hold it. If you're not, if you made money on it, congrats to you. I wouldn't chase it up here though. Airbnb, another one of the strongest names. I sold mine for 300%. I think I sold it around here somewhere. And obviously we had another leg up, but then we closed right where I sold it. So I don't really mind that much. I might have got like 325, 330% from my options, but I don't really care. I made my money, I made my trade. It was off my screen after that. I didn't even look at it. Tesla, big dump today. So Tesla is acting very weird because all the other electric vehicle companies, they were not even that bad today. Like they held up very well considering Tesla dumped like that. Like look at NIO was just completely sideways, maybe down a little bit, but then that's normal consolidation for that huge move it had yesterday. Whereas Tesla just completely got wrecked. Look at this. And why did it get wrecked? Remember I told you guys about these volume shelves on the side that I use sometimes? So look, there was a huge volume shelf at 617 and 617, 619 area, like me and Goldman Sachs were telling you yesterday. These bars indicate that there's people waiting there to buy, or there's orders set there basically. And what do you see between 617 all the way down to 606? There's a big pocket of air. So there's not many orders, there's not many people buying in this area. So that's why you've seen this quick dump right here, quick dump, and then we get the volume right here. And you see how it bounced around and struggled to get through it. And then it just kind of stayed around 600 all day. So Tesla looks super weak right now. The daily chart looks kind of ugly as well. I'm not really liking it. Let's see what Goldman Sachs says tomorrow. He's a Tesla master in the group. But for me personally, I wouldn't even touch this right now. It's under the moving averages. It closed under there. And it looks like it just wants to stay in this range here. So let's see what happens to Tesla tomorrow, what Goldman Sachs says for us. AMC, these kind of days do not happen. Like this is like 100% day. A lot of hedge funds went bankrupt today, that's all I'm gonna say. Let me get rid of all these lines. So look at this, we had a 95% day on AMC today. Insane, insane. Enjoy it, because these things only come by once in a while. I'm not too amped about it, because this is going to ruin the market eventually. After we're done with all this stuff, hedge funds are going to blow up. The indexes are going to come down a little bit. And we're going to see what happens. But I'm happy for everyone that made money. I know a lot of people made a lot of money. A lot of lives changed in my stock life today. A lot of lives changed. I see that right. Very happy people around me. And you see Palantir ripped as well.
FireEye, 500 million repurchase program as well.
Okay, so FireEye not only sold $1.6 billion of business, they also have $500 million of share buybacks coming. So expect a fat gap up on FEYE tomorrow, which is the one we showed right here.
Resumes at 4:30.
It's going to resume trading at 4:30, but I mean, we're not going to be trading then. Everyone's going to be out partying probably. We got Palantir, big ripper. I know I told you guys how bullish I am on Palantir. T told you how bullish he is on Palantir. Darsh is bullish on Palantir. Ricky's got it in his portfolio equity. So that's just Boogie's the most bullish guy on Palantir I fucking know. So if all of us are bullish on Palantir, there must be a reason that we're bullish on Palantir. And if you haven't seen it, I made a video on it. Whatever you guys want to do, if you want to do your own research, go ahead. If you want to save some time, watch my video on my YouTube. I'll also post it on the My Stock Life page if you guys want. And Palantir just looks excellent. Look at this. Complete bottom on earnings ever since then. It's been straight up in a line. We got a little 2-day consolidation that worried everyone. And now look at this big bullish candle up 6% today. Looks fantastic. We got GME. Obviously, I called this one in the group at 169. I said a squeeze to 200 is possible. I guess I undercut my estimate a little bit because it's already up 194 points from my estimate. It went to 294 today. So you're literally up 130 points on equity in a week. So, I mean, what else do you want? And then one of the best plays of the day for me personally was this Clove called out by T yesterday. I was patient. I didn't chase it yesterday. I waited for 65 cents to come again. And then I bought in at the same price as T. And obviously today we got up to 889. So when these calls go into the money, when they go over $9, the premium on those calls are going to jump a lot. You're going to get paid a lot. I put it in order to sell half at a double today, but for some reason my average price is 0.66, so the double would have been 1.32. So it didn't fill me quite yet today. So I took the order off. We'll see where we open up tomorrow. Let's see if we get a day 2 of meme stocks. And if tomorrow, just remember this, if tomorrow meme stocks run, Friday, I'm going to short the hell out of all these shit stocks. And we're going to make a lot of money on these, all right? So just enjoy. I'm very happy for you guys on the meme stocks. Whoever made money today, go enjoy yourself. Have fun. Don't stress about nothing. Tomorrow is another day. But for now, go have fun. Thank you guys for attending. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Let's fucking go!
What?
Hey.